So for today, we're going to be looking at the Doki set for the Titans. If you guys don't know, we've already done the review video and the shader video. They're both right here. And we've already done the Hunter video right here as well. Definitely check those videos out if you guys want to see either the review, how the armor actually shaders, or if you want to see what I did with the Hunter's pieces, which I think came out really cool. This video, we're going to be doing the same thing as the Hunter video. We're going to be taking individual pieces from the Doki set and then making individual sets from those pieces. So if you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe really does help because a huge portion of people are actually not subscribed. So if you can do me a favor, like, comment, sub, hit the bell notification because that also does help. Other than that, let's get into it. So to start off, we're going to be looking at the Doki arms. This one is pretty cool in my opinion. For the helmet, we're going to be using the Adamantium Rebirth ornament for the Lorelei Splendor, and yeah, pretty good ornament, especially with the combination of the shader. And I also really like the Doki set piece that I use because using it with the Mystic Lightbane plate and mark, I think is a good choice. And the Phoenix Strife typo is a pretty good choice as well. Shadering, we're using Continuum Alloy specifically because the Adamantium Rebirth, the slits of glow do not change color. So there is 3 slits in the front plate and then 2 circles on each of the wings that are yellow. Those also don't change color. So Continuum Alloy was just the best choice because I really like that gold. It's a very like neon gold type of thing. And the glow is also red, which is what I wanted because the Doki arms have the gold like gems that obviously change glows. So like I genuinely do like this set. I don't know if this is the best Adamantium Rebirth ornament set that I've made with it, but it's damn near close just because I really like the frills as well, which I didn't mention. The frills also make this set look really regal. Like genuinely, I think this is the best set so far, but I haven't seen the other ones, so for now this is the best set. But let me know what you guys think. As for the next set, we're going to be utilizing the Doki Greaves and the Mark. So this one is pretty decent. The only thing I would honestly switch from here would be the Mark. Not saying the Mark is bad by any means. It's just I'm not the biggest fan of the fact that like the crotch is just out in the open. I think I mentioned this in the review video for the actual armor, but I have a weird thing where if the crotch isn't like covered, I feel like someone's just gonna punch it. And I use an example as like when I'm sleeping, I need to have something covering my crotch because I feel like someone's just gonna come in and just punch me in the dick. It's a stupid fear I have, but it's a fear I've had since I was a kid. For the actual exotic, we're going to be using the Doomfang Pauldrons. And yeah, shadering is also pretty cool because we're using Vitrified Duality. The other pieces is going to be the Snowplume Plate and the Pruna Luster Helmet. So yeah, going for a horned / Christmas vibe. I fuck with this one heavily. I think this one might be the best one. The first one's really good. And honestly, I would still say the first one's better because the first one, there is no piece that I would switch out. For this one, I definitely would switch out the Mark, and that would be pretty much it. Something that just covers the crotch a little would be best. But I still really like this one just because the frills in the back give off that really good sense of like a whimsicalness for this set. But yeah, if you were like to tell me like, all right, you need to switch some pieces out, it would be the Mark. And if I'm being honest, the boots could also be switched out for the boots that have like the hooves and has stars on it. I forget which one that one's called specifically, but I would do that one if I really wanted to lean into that like ram / like animal vibe, which would be really cool. And the Mark, I would just switch out for something a little bit better that covers the crotch, like I said. But overall, I think this one is really cool. I would just switch some pieces out to enhance it. As for the next set, I don't like this one at all, and it's for a pretty good reason in my opinion. So for the exotic, we're going to be using the Ursa's Maritimus ornament for the Ursa Furiosas, and for the actual Doki piece, we're going to be using the helmet. So I'm not the biggest fan of this one just because I know what I was going for. I was going for like a fur, so like kind of because the helmet's like fox inspired. At least for me, it looks like a fox. So I was trying to go for like a fur type of thing, but I just don't like how it ended up coming out. For the other pieces, Lion's Might plate for the fur, the Pruna Luster Greaves for the fur, and then the Pruna Luster Mark for the fur again, and then the Ursa's Maritimus because of the white fur. For the shader, Chatterite is what we're using. I'm not the biggest fan of this shader. Back in D1, it was an actual white to white, not a white to brown to blue to all this other dumb shit. So yeah, this shader is pretty fucking trash. Good job, Bungie. You had literally one job and just to make everything white, and I don't know how you fucked it up. But Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this one just because like I know what I was going for. It's just the fact that like this is not a good set for it. Specifically the Ursa Furiosas as well. Those are bears. This is a fox helmet. Now some people might go, oh well, it kind of looks like a bear. Not really. Like if you say that, you're wilding, because this very much gives fox vibes. I've seen people do some cool things with the fox helmet. I'm just not the biggest fan of it personally. So I would probably just search those people out, the ones that made some better sets with the Doki helmet for the Titans. It's just that I personally don't really like this helmet, but this is what I ended up doing. If I were to be honest, I would probably switch out a lot of these pieces to get that white fur a little bit better, because yeah, the Lion's Might plate, as much as I do like it, there's other pieces you could definitely use for that. I think Pruna, Luster, Greaves, and Mark are fine. You just have to find a better shader for it. And Ursa Maritimus is decent. It's just, there's a better set for this, and it's literally the Trials of Osiris helmet, specifically the bear one. That's going to be the best one because it's literally a bear. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this one. And then last but not least, the Doki Destiny Titan plate. That is all the piece we're going to be using. For the actual exotic, we're going to be using the Second Chance. So I actually like this one a lot, surprisingly. I think it came out really well because the Doki Destiny Titan plate, the only thing I would switch out would be the Nemean Greaves would be switched out for something else. Not saying it's bad by any means. It's just like, there's other pieces that I thought of like after I made this set, specifically the Fortnite boots I think would be way better choice. The Snow Plume helm is a good choice here. I definitely do like it. Gives off that very regal look. And then the Finala's Iron Mark is also a good choice. Goes really well with the the cloth on the chest piece. I think that like it mirrors it so well. So like this one, so the first, second, and fourth I think are really good. The third is just not my thing. To be fair, I was not a fan of that helmet when I first saw it. So it's more just like, I'm not a fan of the helmet itself, but if you guys like it, I mean, whatever. But for me, the first, second, and third sets are just so much better. Like the vision is there, and I think like overall I do really like a lot of these sets. The one that I see myself definitely using a lot would be the first and second set. Like genuinely, I do use those exotics quite a bit. So those two will definitely be used by me. The Second Chances are just still not good in my opinion. They give you a second grab or a second melee and something else, but overall I'm just kind of like whatever's about it. So Titans, let me know what you guys think. I had a lot of fun doing these. I will say that like I think I still had a lot more fun with the Hunters, just because a lot of those sets came out really good, to the point where like the fourth one's the only one where I was like really disappointed, and that's just my own like limitation of just like not using the helmet as I wanted. So like yeah, the Hunter still is the best. Not saying the Titans is bad. I mean, only one set's pretty terrible in my opinion. The other three are amazing. Warlocks, I don't remember you guys at all, so that's not a good sign, but I didn't remember any of these either. So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate y'all coming to this point. Remember the Strand video for the Strand armor, that's gonna come out during the next episode, just because I don't have time to like get the armor, review it, do all of the recording that I need to by the time Tuesday comes up. So that's why I'm just gonna leave it till next season, just because it's much easier for me and it takes off a lot of the stress. So I do apologize if you guys wanted to see me do that first, but I also will probably post a video of like, oh, get this armor before it goes away, because I do think the Strand armor is cool. It's just the limitations of the fact that you can't change the coloring for the Strand color is annoying. But other than that, I think the armor is pretty decent. So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate y'all coming to this point. Be safe. I'll see you guys later.